Hi Halloweenies, I'm Ozzy the Horror Cub. Take a trip with me to Haddonfield as we break down the new Halloween Kills trailer. Let's get into it. Guys, this trailer is everything. Halloween Kills is coming out October 15th. Michael is going on a rampage through Haddonfield. It's going to be bloody, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be something that I don't think we've ever really seen before. I think we've gotten glimpses of what's about to happen. This is kinda a la Halloween 4, with everybody going up against Michael. This is Mob Rules. That was the working title for this film, is Halloween Mob Rules. And when you watch this trailer, you really do get that sense. The town of Haddonfield is coming together to stop the man that has been oppressing them for over 40 years. This is a story that's gonna be about generational trauma. This is a story that's gonna blow people away, I think, because it's going to be bloody. This is gonna be the Empire Strikes Back of horror movies. I think Michael Myers is gonna win the day in this film, and we're all gonna lose. This really does look like the ultimate slasher film, and I can't wait to break down the trailer with all of you. It's got some great shots in it, maybe a little bit too much, but hey, I'm here for it. This is Halloween, guys. Break down this trailer and see everything that we might have missed. Here we go. Okay, so the second the trailer picks up, we're immediately back in Halloween 2018. This is the exact same night from the Halloween movie that we were previously in. Michael has been trapped in Laurie Strode's basement. They pulled that whole gangster move by trapping him in the basement. Firefighters are now on the way to the Strode house. Laurie is losing her mind in the back of this pickup truck because she's now being escorted to Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. Love that Halloween 2 is getting a shout out here. Haddonfield Memorial Hospital has to be one of the scariest locations, so I'm hoping in Halloween Ends, Michael finally does make his way to the hospital. I think we could get some great shots if he does. Now these firefighters don't know that the boogeyman is trapped in the basement. They don't know that Laurie Strode has intentionally set Home Alone traps all around her house to trap Michael Myers, nor do they even know that Michael Myers is there. So when the one firefighter does fall into the basement, and you can see it's right next to where the kitchen island trap was, the other firefighter's like, give me your hand, and bam, it's Michael Myers. And the second he pops out of that house, and he's using that Halligan tool, he is messing up every single one of Haddonfield's fire team. Oh my god. There were so many things flaming in that room last night when I was watching this trailer, besides Laurie's house and me. It was, woo, girl, let me tell you. It was the tee-hee-hee, and I was here for it. There is a massacre that happens with the Haddonfield Firefighter Department. Michael uses that Halligan tool, and he goes off left and right. He even takes one of their saw blades. It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre up in here, and he just starts going into the firefighter. Could you imagine seeing that through your visor? Like, you're going to this house, you're trying to save the day, and OMG, this guy's coming at me. Ooh, girl. That makes for a hell of a Halloween night, let me tell you. And you really see the carnage in a couple of these shots of all the firefighters down on the ground. Michael is not having it. They pissed him off, which is why this is a great time to talk about the new poster. Okay, this poster is giving me life. Michael looks charred, Michael looks angry, living for the collar pop. Michael Myers loves to pop his collar, and we're here for it. It's fabulous. I really do think that today we were only supposed to get the poster, but because the trailer was leaked by somebody that works at an AMC theater, girl, Jason Blum was like, release that, and now thank God we got it released, because I am here for this trailer. Now if you notice, as Michael's making his rampage throughout Haddonfield, you find the caretaker of the graveyard that was helping Aaron and Dana in the first movie discover Judith's gravesite. She is gonna get it so hard in this movie, oh my god. That kill with the fluorescent light into the neck, stop it right now. That could be the best kill in the movie. My favorite kill in Halloween 2018 is when he stabs that girl in the back of the neck, and she doesn't even know that he's in her house. Girl, if they could pull that kind of move off again, and it looks like they did, they really did not hold back showing everything in this trailer. And that makes me question, did they give us all the good shots? Or, is this carnage candy, as Randy would say? Or, because this movie's called Halloween Kills, does that mean there's gonna be even better kills that we can't even imagine that's about to happen in this film? I'm here for it. We then get to see Sheriff Barker break the news to Karen that Michael Myers is still alive. And I don't know about all of you and the impression that you were getting towards his character. First Halloween 2018, he took the whole situation as a joke, and it still feels to me like he's playing like, this is haha, oh there's just a serial killer loose in Haddonfield, NBD, no big deal. Like girl, there's a serial killer. You need to get your shit together. I'm looking at you in the mirror and it kind of looks like you're smiling at her. Is he in on it? Is there a cult situation? Stop it. The movie then cuts back to Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode, telling Karen that she has to fight Michael Myers. She can't allow her or Allison to fall victim to him. She's stabbing herself with a needle. Is this adrenaline? Laurie Strode is the ultimate final girl and she's gonna let Michael Myers have it. But you know what? Karen could have her moment to shine in this film too. Everybody was shitting on Karen in the first Halloween movie, but Judy Greer, I really do think, is gonna step it up into high gear. There are some great Dr. Loomis-esque lines in the film as well, said by Laurie Strode. She's really giving me Donald Pleasance at the hospital when she's saying evil has to die tonight, or he is the essence of evil. She's really understanding the personification of evil and everything that Donald Pleasance was saying in the original 1978 Halloween film. Michael, there's no humanity behind him, and apparently Laurie's even trying to tell us the more he kills, the less human he becomes. Are we getting more of a supernatural edge to this Michael Myers? I always go back to the original 1978 Halloween. Look at how quickly Michael disappeared from Mr. Riddle's backyard. Like, in a flash, he was gone. That to me means that Michael is half human, half supernatural edge. I don't know what's going on in this film, but I'm so titillated to find out. It's at this point too in the trailer that we get to hear the Halloween theme, and it's being played on this violin. It sounds fresh and bold because I literally have never heard the Halloween theme played on a violin before. And Halloween 6, you had the amazing guitar intro. This is doing something extremely different. I mean, Halloween H2O had that orchestral theme. The original Halloween is more simple piano. This is this dark, ominous, haunting violin. It feels sinister and it feels violent. It feels like how Michael is gonna be in this movie. Dark and sinister, and I'm here for it. It's at this point that we see Michael Myers attack a van. Now, there's a couple people in this car that we have to talk about. First of all, Lindsay Wallace, survivor of the original Halloween 1978 massacre. She's gonna be inside that car. Why is she there? I don't know. Nurse Marion Chambers from the original Halloween, who was trying to transport Michael Myers with Dr. Loomis. She was attacked very similar to how she's being attacked in this movie in the original, with Michael cascading his hand over the side of the car. Now, eagle-eyed viewers need to watch this because, hold on, is Nurse Marion wearing a red sweater? Yes. Now, in another scene they're gonna cut to, somebody else is draped in a red sweater wearing a silver Shamrock witch mask, and they look dead. They look, girl, like they've been through some things that Halloween night. Is that Nurse Marion? Did they just give away how Nurse Marion is gonna get it in this movie? It kind of looks like Michael just takes her head after he breaks the window of the van and just like snaps her neck. There's a lot of blood too, if you really take a look. And that leads me to the Silver Shamrock mention. So they're doing a Halloween 3 reference, which I completely adore. Halloween 3 is a great Halloween movie, just didn't have Michael Myers in it, and that's why everybody hates it. But it's a great Halloween movie, it's a great early 80s horror film. All 3 Silver Shamrock masks, the pumpkin, the skull, and the witch, have been used, and Michael has draped them over his victims. These masks were also featured in Halloween 2018, when Laurie rolled up to Julian's house and she told all the kids to get off the street. So that makes me question, do a lot of people have these masks in Haddonfield, or was it those kids that fell victim to Michael? Girl, Michael could kill a kid. He killed that 14-year-old in the 2018 Halloween, so all bets are off in this film. I really don't understand what Michael's intentions are besides killing. He's a shark. I think he's just a shark. That's what his intentions are. Kill, 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 ask questions later. Now, those aren't the only people that we see wearing the Silver Shamrock masks. If you remember back into Halloween 2018, the second Michael finally does get his mask and returns back to Haddonfield to start his killing spree, you'll notice that there was a nurse and a doctor. The doctor had forgotten his stethoscope, the nurse had looked at him, there was a connection, and you know what? If you look closely, you're gonna see a nurse costume and someone's dead on the ground wearing a skull Silver Shamrock mask. That's gotta be her. The original teaser that was shown, she's firing a gun at Michael, so a lot of shenanigans are gonna go down at this van. Lindsay Wallace is somehow involved, Nurse Marion is somehow involved, but it looks like those 3 aren't making it out alive. Will Lindsay Wallace have what it takes to run away from Michael Myers? Because he's got his hand around her neck. Girl, I like to be choked by Daddy Myers too, but this was some whole other shit. Allison has now taken to the streets. She's gonna try and uprise against Michael Myers. She comes back into contact with Cameron, her boyfriend from the first film. They recently had a breakup earlier in the night. There was a deleted scene where they did get back together and Cameron was being questioned by the police. So I wonder how they're gonna handle that. Is Cameron still intoxicated? We have to find out. It's later on through the night. It's gotta be around like 11-ish, midnight. So Cameron could have sobered up. He's now with his father. This is Lonnie from Halloween 1. You know, hey Lonnie, get your ass away. So Lonnie is coming back. Lonnie now has trauma because this movie is actually gonna start off with flashback scenes to Halloween 1978 and show us how Michael Myers was apprehended. Lonnie has figured out that all the bodies that Michael has been killing are leading towards the Myers house, his childhood home. So obviously, they're gonna have to try and set a trap for him at the Myers house. Anthony C. Hall looks amazing as Tommy Doyle. He has such power in this movie. The way he's holding the bat, the way he's looking at Laurie Strode like, what do we do? They're looking for Laurie for guidance. Laurie is the Sarah Connor in this film. She's the Ellen Ripley. She is the final girl extraordinaire, but she's hindered right now because she has to take a backseat. She is in the hospital. She did have a knife wound in her. I still think she's gonna fight, but I do think that she's gonna be more reserved for Halloween Ends because I do think that Halloween Ends is gonna still take place on the exact same night as Halloween Kills. I think all three movies, it's like gonna be like a 6-hour Halloween night massacre. Throughout the trailer, we're getting some great shots of different kills, but also we go back to the fire scene as Laurie's trying to talk about how did Michael really survive this fire? Is he a man or is there something more to him? Notice something if you look closely. Laurie had a gun rack. It looks like Michael, to shield himself from the fire, hid inside of that gun closet, and then as the firefighters came, he came out of it, killed the firefighter, picked up the other firefighter's hand, take him up to the main level, and that's when the firefighter massacre does happen. So that explains a lot about how Michael Myers survived Laurie Strode's basement fire. He hid in the gun closet. No, I hid in a closet for 13 years, Michael. It didn't work out for me. Throughout the movie, it does look like shenanigans are gonna ensue at Haddonfield Memorial. It looks like a mob has broken out in front of the hospital. Is this mob here for Laurie? Is this mob here for Michael? Is this mob here for the police department for how they handled everything that's going on in Haddonfield this night? I don't know. I'm so excited to see how this is all gonna shake out. If you remember in Halloween 2, the mob was at the Myers house as they were all casting rocks. The movie then goes to the Myers house. Cameron is going through the Myers house. He's attacked by Michael. Allison steps in. I really do think that Cameron and Lonnie are gonna be off in this movie. Allison's gotta make it. And then there's Karen holding Michael Myers' mask. How did she get Michael's mask off? I really need to know. And then it cuts to the town of Haddonfield surrounding him. So obviously shenanigans are gonna go down. I don't think Karen's gonna make it out alive. How did Karen get his mask off him in the first place? Is he gonna hurt Allison in any way, shape, or form? Guys, this looked incredible. And the last shot of the movie, Laurie Strode walking triumphant throughout Haddonfield Memorial, saying, "I'm coming for you, Michael," as the title card plays October 15th. This trailer was everything, guys. It might have given us a little bit too much, but I think it really did amp us up. This was a movie that was delayed for a year because of the COVID pandemic. I'm really excited that it's finally coming and we're all gonna get to experience it together. I'm about to have my second vaccine. Theaters are about to start opening up back in Canada again. We're finally gonna get to see this movie as a big Halloween community. I'm so glad that we all got to share the trailer together last night, and I'm so excited to keep doing all these future Halloween Kills news updates. Subscribe to my channel if you already haven't, and let's stay spooky together. Bye, Halloweenies.